So let's get some analysis. Our CBS 21 political insiders are here. We have Kevin Harley in for Charlie Giroux on the Republican side, and of course Tony May here for the Democrats. A busy day once again for the Trump administration today. A lot of things happening. Some moving parts going on at the Capitol with the budget. The president seeming to back off, Tony, on demanding that there be funding for the border wall in this budget,
yes,
but saying they'll still move ahead with it.
Yeah, this is a real negotiation. He says he's the negotiator. This is where we see what his skill level is. He seems to have been flexible to say, I can wait until the fall for money for the wall. That's fine, because that means it removes a roadblock to getting some sort of extension of the federal government's ability to operate beyond this Friday.
Kevin, you know, another thing that the president could not put on his accomplishments on his to-do list, including, you know, there's the Obamacare and now the wall.
Well, I agree with Tony.
But he says he's going to keep working.
He's keep working it, and there's this, you know, it's the 100 days is somewhat of an artificial deadline, but he did talk about that in Gettysburg, and he's coming here to celebrate that. However, I think what you're seeing with Donald Trump is the reality of Washington, and that the legislative pace moves much slower than when you're a real estate executive, and I think you're seeing him learning that process and learning to deal with the House and the Senate.
Okay, I want to get both your takes on, first, the 100-day thing really doesn't mean anything, and yada, yada, yada from the president on Twitter, but then now the big celebration coming to central Pennsylvania, an area that really helped put him into office where he is. So he seems to take it seriously in some ways and not seriously in others, Tony.
Well, I think he never likes to take criticism, and I think he chose Pennsylvania for a very calculated reason, because there is a split feeling about the president here. There's already counter demonstrations planned. I think he benefits, or sees himself as benefiting, by having protesters outside that he can rouse the crowd within to turn against the people outside. So, you know, it should be a rousing night in the sense that it'll be vintage Donald Trump versus the other team.
Yeah, the campaign Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
I want you to respond to what Tony's talking about.
And again, I agree with Tony on this.
You guys are agreeing way
too much. The fact that Donald Trump is not staying in Washington at the correspondence dinner, but he's coming out to the grassroots, to central Pennsylvania, where the voters here helped get him elected. So he's having a rally celebrating the accomplishments of his 100 days and laying out his legislative agenda for the rest of his term.
And some would say, he can now say, well, the media is all in Washington having a big fancy party, and here I am with the folks that put me into office. Right. Kevin Harley, Tony May, thank you both. Catch our CBS 21 Political Insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30 and 6. And make sure to join us for Face the State Sunday mornings at 8:30. We're going to break down President Trump's visit to Harrisburg this Sunday morning. We'll have it all for you at 8:30 right here on CBS 21.